All right, good people, back with another edition of the channel. Glad you could tune into this one. AT&T and Verizon news today. The first one, a bit of a partnership, kind of manifesting itself in a 5G application use case, and that one's for AT&T. And then Verizon doing something with a new branding, I suppose. They trademarked something, and it could have something to do with Total Wireless. So let's take a look here. First story. Actually, both these stories I think are from Fierce Wireless. I'll go ahead and link both of those. They're in the description box. All right, titled AT&T powers 5G smart warehouse for the DoD demo at Naval Base Coronado. All right, so this is dated today. It dropped this morning at the time of this recording, June 7th. It says this is a smart warehouse concept, and they're doing this at Naval Base Coronado, which is in San Diego. First I've heard of it, but I guess this was in the making. So I know that there obviously has been a partnership with the DoD, and they're going to be using network as a service and private networking and 5G use case and such. So now we're starting to see things coming together here for AT&T and the DoD. In terms of what they're actually accomplishing here, this is a full-scale 5G testing for dual-use applications in the real world. AT&T getting their slice of it here at the San Diego base. All right, so the partnership between the DoD and AT&T is valued at $600 million for the experimentation of 5G and testing at 5 U.S. military test sites. All right, so this would qualify as one of those 5. Goes on to explain kind of what was happening here. The 5G Smart Warehouse concept or project at Naval Base Coronado incorporates 5G capabilities for transshipments between shore facilities and naval units. The goal to increase the efficiency of naval logistic operations, including identification, recording, organization, storage, retrieval, and the transport of material and supplies. All right. Sounds good to me. Looks like things are coming together. We actually have something manifesting itself. Where I think this is important is what AT&T actually demoed. 5G networks at the Coronado base are starting to deliver data throughput speeds of 3.9 gigabits per second with less than 10 millisecond latency. Okay, so in terms of like the actual performance there, 3.9 gigabits per second, that is an absolutely tremendous value. We're probably talking about millimeter wave here. And the reason we know this is because 3.9 gigabits per second, 10 millisecond latency. Only millimeter wave currently does that today. All right, so looking at all these different solutions, whether it's like IoT, you're looking at this type of smart warehouse type operations, 5G is the way to go. It says items showcased how an IP camera could be connected to the AT&T private network, delivering high-def streaming and direct access to any camera placed on the private network to support video surveillance. Probably something they really want to do there. Also, artificial intelligence, machine learning solutions, and then extending that to the cloud and the network edge using 5G. A pretty big thing here for AT&T. Put this on the back burner as another feather in the cap for AT&T as they kind of putting together an actual 5G use case. And of course, military DoD application, getting ahead of things and creating these use cases. So very nice. Let's go ahead and transition and see what we have here from Verizon. This story showing that Verizon has filed a trademark for Total by Verizon. Okay. So we have precedence of this. Metro by T-Mobile. We've been seeing commercials, at least I know I have, where we're starting to see Visible by Verizon. This could be a trend. All right, Linda Hardesty, Fierce Wireless. On April 4th, Verizon has filed a trademark application for Total by Verizon. Sounds familiar. Indications are that there could be a push related to this in national retail. This according to principal of Wave 7 Research, Jeff Moore. Verizon's intentions are unclear, but as Metro PCS was transitioned to Metro by T-Mobile, Total Wireless could be transitioned to Total by Verizon. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many customers Total Wireless has. I can actually go ahead and do that search. I'm going to find out because I know that that's a very successful brand that was for TracFone. Um, but I don't know what Verizon's incentives might be here in terms of the naming schemes, but they likely are looking at this probably try to separate and distinguish prepaid, postpaid, the pricing and stuff like that. They don't want to blur the lines. So goes on to say here, uh, well, Jeff Moore told fierce in speaking to them. Total Wireless has always used the Verizon network. It is sold nationally at nearly any retailer that sells prepaid phones. So you go into a store like Walmart or any like multi-carrier prepaid MVNO store, they got all things track phone, Straight Talk, Walmart, Straight Talk, Net 10, all that stuff. And Total Wireless is one of those staples. And Verizon has always carried that network under track phone branding. So this will probably, I think, like Jeff Moore is saying, he's sensing the trend here. Total by Verizon, Visible by Verizon. You're probably going to start seeing a lot of this. I think a lot of those brands that they end up keeping, I think we're also going to see some brand consolidation. All that's going to, I don't know, what do they have, like 12 brands or something at TracFone? I'd imagine they probably cut it down to a handful, maybe even less, right? Maybe 3 or 4 brands, whichever ones have the best name recognition, notoriety, and then go ahead and do the brand name by Verizon, right? And hey, that could work. And then by doing that, you keep the name recognition of that brand, and then you also tie in the Verizon brand so people can recognize that too. And there you go. So I think that's a very likely situation. This is interesting. Do you guys think this is going to be effective for Verizon by brand name by Verizon? Do you guys like that? I mean, I don't know if you care for it just based on when it was like Metro PCS and it became Metro by T-Mobile. I mean, this is a copycat industry, isn't it? They all pretty much do the same things after the other does. Raise prices at one brand, the next one raise prices. Do something with naming, somebody else follows. Copycat industry, totally. Just let me know if you guys think this is going to happen. Yes or no? Explain. And then maybe also if you think it's going to be effective. Yes or no? Explain. And then also the AT&T contract, paying dividends in the DoD demo of smart warehousing. Comment down below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Go ahead and like this video and share it. Does me a huge solid. Thank you so much in advance for that. Subscribe if it's your first time here, and then turn on that bell notifications icon so you never miss an upload. There are also links for all things with the community. My Patreon page, support us there. Get early access to exclusive videos not found anywhere else. And then also my Twitter handle down there. And all business inquiries can be sent over to the Gmail in the description box. Thanks again for watching. See you all in the next video. Peace.